What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. So we're going to take a look and a listen to Senator Bernie Sanders. He's going to be talking about the current situation when it comes to Build Back Better and how Senator Manchin came out and said, look, we can move forward with lowering prescription medication, but when it comes to climate change and when it comes to some of the other provisions that are in this bill, he just can't support. He can't support taxing the rich. And so first, we're going to take a look at Senator Bernie Sanders and listen to him talk about this whole situation. And he was pretty upset about this whole thing. So it was pretty interesting to watch him kind of talk about Senator Manchin. And he's talked about Senator Manchin in the past, and he pretty much said that Senator Manchin and Senator Sinema were sabotaging this whole Build Back Better bill. And so we're going to hear what he has to say, and then at the end, then I'll give you my input when it comes down to this whole situation. But first off, on this channel, we talk about money and the financial struggles that Americans are facing today. If that sounds like something interesting to you, please subscribe to the channel and hit that little bell notification. That way you get notified anytime we put out a video. And like always, if you see my name and a picture of me in the comment section, make sure you see a check mark next to my name. That check mark signifies that it's me. If you do not see that check mark, it's not me. It's someone trying to impersonate me. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys Senator Bernie Sanders. But before I do, please make sure, if you are not subscribed to the channel, if you're new here, or if you've been watching my channel for a while and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell notification. Every so often, YouTube, when it sees that there's an influx of new subscribers, and in the last couple of months, I've been getting a lot of new subscribers. So when YouTube sees that, they promote the videos out more. Okay, so if you guys are watching my channel, you've been watching for a while, you have not subscribed, please consider doing that. It really does help with the channel. Also, if you're new, if this is your first time or you've watched a couple of my videos, please subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell notification, because it does help when it comes to YouTube promoting this video out to more people. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look and a listen to Senator Bernie Sanders talking about this whole Build Back Better situation. Here we go.
And I want to go back to the economy. How concerned are you about a recession?
Well, what I am really concerned about is that increasingly, Martha, and I think most Americans know this, we are moving rapidly into an oligarchic form of society. You know, we talk about the economy doing poorly for the working class, for the middle class. That's true. But we should also recognize the economy is doing extraordinarily well for the people on top, for the billionaires who have seen a $2 trillion increase in their wealth during this pandemic while 1 million Americans died. So the struggle must be to create an economy that works for all, not just the people on top, a political system which is not dominated by super PACs and billionaires, a media which is not owned by large corporations. And I think the American people, what is very clear, whether you're Democrat, Republican, and independent, people looking at Washington and they're saying, you know what, you don't represent me. You don't know what's going on in my life. I can't afford health care. I can't afford the cost of prescription drugs. I can't afford child care. What are you doing about it? And what people are doing about it is taking money from super PACs or being influenced by super PACs, and the rich get richer.
Senator,
so
I want to turn
all of our people to. Yeah, go ahead.
Senator, I want to turn to Congress and the agenda there. Senator Joe Manchin, of course, abruptly pulled the plug this week on the Democrats'
no, Martha, he didn't abruptly. Martha,
okay. He abruptly on Friday.
He didn't abruptly do anything.
He was negotiating for a while.
The president's agenda. No. Look, if you check the record 6 months ago, I made it clear that you have people like Manchin, Sinema to a lesser degree, who are intentionally sabotaging the president's agenda, what the American people want, what a majority of us in the Democratic caucus want. Nothing new about this. And the problem was that we continue to talk to Manchin like he was serious. He was not. This is a guy who is a major recipient of fossil fuel money, a guy who has received campaign contributions from 25 Republican billionaires. You think this guy is serious?
Senator, you say he wasn't serious, but Manchin says his main goal is to do what's good for West Virginia, and he's worried about inflation. Listen to what he told the West Virginia radio station. Listen to this, please.
Is that right?
Inflation is absolutely killing many, many people. They can't buy gasoline. They have a hard time buying groceries. Everything they buy and consume for their daily lives is a hardship to them.
Your reaction to that, Senator?
Well, look, the same nonsense that Manchin has been talking about for a year. West Virginia, it's a beautiful state. I've had the pleasure of being there. Great people. It is one of the poorest states in this country. You ask the people of West Virginia whether they want to expand Medicare to cover dental, hearing, and eyeglasses. You ask the people of West Virginia whether we should demand that the wealthiest people in large corporations start paying their fair share of taxes. Ask the people of West Virginia whether or not all people should have health care as a human right like in every other country on earth. That's what they will say. In my humble opinion, Manchin represents the very wealthiest people in this country, not working families in West Virginia or America.
And Senator Sanders, I want to end with, if these provisions don't get passed, doesn't look like they will, what does that mean for Democrats' climate goals and the climate itself?
Martha, it ain't Democrats. It isn't the president. It is the future of the planet. So when Manchin sabotages climate change, this is for future generations. What's going on right now in the West, all over the world? We're looking at significantly increased, more and more heat waves. You're going to look at more drought, more flooding. This is an existential threat to humanity. And what this election must be about is whether or not we're going to vote for candidates who are prepared to stand up for working people, stand up for the planet, and have the courage to take on the billionaire class who dominates our economy and our political life. That's what this election is about. The Republican Party is not there. We need more progressive Democrats who are going to fight for workers.
Okay, so that was Senator Bernie Sanders, and you saw he did not hold back when it came to talking about Senator Manchin. And he pretty much put it out there. And now I did a video. He was talking about the whole sabotage thing. I did a video, and I think it might have been maybe about 4 months ago, maybe 4 or 5 months ago, that I did that video where he said that. He said that Senator Manchin is sabotaging the Build Back Better, sabotaging moving forward with any type of legislation. And so we're seeing more of this. We hear that Senator Manchin is negotiating with Majority Leader Schumer, and then we find out that Senator Manchin really is not going to move forward with any large legislation. So the only hope at this point, and I talked about this before, but the only hope at this point is lowering prescription medication. That's it. Okay, so that is something that Senator Manchin has said that he is on board for, lowering prescription medication. So that's something they can move forward with. Let's hope they can do that reconciliation bill and at least get something on the board, because at this point, we're seeing a lot of losses. Okay, we're seeing a lot of failures. So Build Back Better didn't pass. We saw the voting rights bill that didn't pass. We're now seeing this situation here where this Build Back Better version of a Build Back Better bill is not going to pass the way that they want to pass it. And so they need a win. And lowering prescription medication is something that I think could help every American. Even if you're not receiving medication right now, it still could help because it could lower your premiums. And if it lowers your premiums, then obviously that's more money in your pocket. So we're going to have to follow the story and see where it goes. But you see Senator Bernie Sanders, he's fed up. He's done. He's done with Senator Manchin. And at this point, I want to know, because he talked a little bit about representation. And I want to know what you think about Senator Manchin. Is he representing his state? Because if his state is one of the poorest states in the U.S., well, then he should be really looking at some of these programs and some of these bills that cater to people who are struggling. But it doesn't seem like he's doing that. It seems like he is just there for the wealthy. He's talking about not raising taxes on the wealthy. But when you look at his state, as one of the poorest states, who is he really representing? Is he representing the few who have a lot of money in West Virginia, or is he representing the poor people that are in his state? And so I want you guys to let me know in the comment section how you feel about this. And do you think he is actually representing his state, or is he just representing rich people? Okay, he's rich. I'm sure he has rich friends. Is he just representing them and he doesn't care about West Virginians and what they're going through right now? Please let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.